All right, so I'm Ed Pivos for M Live, and you know this guy right here. This is, and I say this to every magician I meet, but you truly are in my top 50 favorite magicians of all time. The amazing
Well, if you
Jonathan.
say that to all magicians, that doesn't mean much to me. And the fact that it's top 50, really? I can't even think of 50 magicians.
I know that listen, that's my only joke. I'll let you do the rest. That's
Yeah.
all I have. That's all my material. So the amazing Jonathan, this is awesome because you don't perform a lot anymore, and so to be able to see you at Mark Ridley's the next 3 days is a rare treat.
Are you coming?
I am coming. I just haven't picked a night yet. But I have seen you 3 times. I saw you in Vegas. Fantastic show every time. Um, is there any tricks? I always wanted to know before I get into some stuff that because you're always evolving and coming up with new things and stuff. Is there ever a trick that you just so good you kept in your show and it would never ever leave your show?
I've been doing the floating ball, the closing, the zombie ball thing it's called. I've been doing that since I was 16. I used to close my shows with that when I did birthday parties for little kids. Yeah, that's never left my show. I think that's the only one that's still in my show from the very start. I haven't found a better ending.
Hey, if you got the ending, then
Yeah.
that works. That's good. Now you're from Detroit, Fraser. You grew up in
From
Fraser.
Fraser, yeah.
Now, how long did you live there growing up? And is there any places in this area that when you kind of come back and you just got to kind of check out?
I used to go back to my old neighborhood, but there's nobody on my old neighborhood anymore that still lives there. All the families are either moved away or most of them are dead. The few friends I have here in Michigan are from my high school, and they usually turn out to see my shows. You know, they're pretty loyal. But originally, no, on my street, there's no reason to go back there anymore, which is sad because I grew up there, in Fraser.
And I think that anybody that has seen your show is loyal because it's hilarious. You're crazy. You just say what you want, you do what you want, and that's the whole
I get
part of
away
it.
with some shit, but I tell you,
You just got away with some right there. Now I have to put a little warning. That's okay.
I can't say that.
I'm kidding. It doesn't matter. That's funny. Now I wanted to ask you because a lot of people don't realize they're like, oh, I haven't seen him in a long time. How's your health? And you mentioned on your website, doctors literally gave you like a year to live, and I don't, how long ago was that, and what is going on, and how are you feeling and stuff?
Yeah, I retired almost 3.5 years ago. I haven't done a show in 3.5 years. So I was told I had a year and a half to live. And so what you do in that time is you basically get rid of everything. You give everything away. And then now that I'm still here, I'm trying to get all my stuff back, Remember that car I gave you? I really could use it. Yeah, I got rid of an awful lot of stuff, but I guess that's okay. It's kind of liberating to give away all your stuff. So I still have 15 cars though.
Wow.
I have a car collection. I didn't give away all my cars.
Are a lot of them in Vegas?
Yeah, well, they're all in Vegas. Do you remember the Gratiot Drive-In? It used to be across from the Macomb Mall.
Yeah. Okay.
I recreated that drive-in in a warehouse at the airport in Las Vegas. I got a big warehouse, and I recreated the entire drive-in perfectly. I mean, I used to work there. So I got the ticket booth, and I got all the cars lined up with speakers next to the cars. And we actually, a group of us, we watch movies. I'll let David Copperfield use it when he has a private party. But it looks just like you're sitting at the Gratiot Drive-In, which is really, really cool. And
that's awesome, and it's still there.
Yeah, I just got rid of that about 2 months ago.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't want to pay the rent anymore. And I've got 3 warehouses. I'm trying to downscale all my stuff that I own. So yeah, when you're told that, nothing really means anything to you anymore. But now that I'm still here, I'm not sitting around waiting to die anymore. I'm going to go out and I'm going to work again because I'm getting bored. Tired of not being the amazing Jonathan and just being some slob that lays in bed watching TV waiting for death. So
Well, you'll always be the amazing Jonathan, no matter what, because like I said, anybody that's seen your show will always remember it. I've seen you 3 times.
that's another
It's
thing.
always great.
The fans, when I told them I was dying, I mean, it was kind of like being at your own funeral. You know, the people come out of the woodwork, people that you haven't, they just to say goodbye and how much I meant to them, and you know how they were sick and watched me when they were down, and how I saved their sanity, and all kinds of stuff. And it's really nice. It's really nice to feel that love. So I'm gonna go back out and I'm gonna give the fans one more run. You know.
Mhm.
Granted, I have to probably sit down halfway through the show because I don't have the stamina that I used to have. So we'll see how it goes. I've never done 2 shows in a row in almost 3.5 years. So this will be the first time I've done 2 shows back to back.
All right, we'll see how it goes. Mark Ridley's Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Yeah,
February 2nd, 3rd, 4th.
I think
Actually, that's tonight, tomorrow,
tonight
and Saturday.
and
So
yeah, two
very
shows
cool. Back
Saturday.
home. And this still is home to you, or do you
Well, this
consider
is
Vegas
where my
home?
mom lives now. I had never lived in this house before.
Yeah.
You know, she moved to Bloomfield Hills, and she got herself a big house, and now she broke her hip. I'm not laughing at that, but
Well, we've been talking about death, so
yeah, she broke her hip last week. So it's weird being
Oh.
here without her being here. You know, she's in the hospital, and I'm in this house, but she's not going to be able to get around this house. So we got to figure out what to do there. You know.
all right.
But if you look around, see those drawings? I drew those. That's how proud my mom is. She's willing to hang 3 really mediocre drawings on her wall.
Well, I could identify Einstein there right away. I don't know who the
Yeah,
other 2 are. I feel stupid for asking, but
Yeah, the other one is Sarah Bernhardt, and I don't know what the other one is.
oh, okay.
But yeah, that's what I do. When I'm in the last 3.5 years since I've not been working, I've had to have some kind of hobby. So drawing and painting is what I do to kill time. You know. I didn't write a lot of new material because I never thought I'd be performing again. So you're gonna see the same stuff.
That's okay though. Like again, a lot of people have not. It'll be the first time they've seen you. A lot of people it won't be, but I saw you 3 times. A lot of it was the same material, but I loved every minute of it every time. So you can't. I mean, it really is
you can
timeless
see it,
stuff.
You can see it over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I use a volunteer from the audience, and he's always different.
Yeah,
You know?
Exactly.
So that keeps it different.
Exactly.
But I would like to write new material for this, but when you're told you're dying, that you can't really focus on any one project. You know, I had all these grand plans when I retired. Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but you can't focus on anything. You're like, why am I even bothering doing this when I could be dead tomorrow? So you don't do anything real productive. I don't anyway, you know. But now that I might be around for a while, who knows? You know, I've just lost a few toes. They cut a few toes off.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, because my circulation is not working. My heart isn't pumping blood to my extremities. So my hands during a show will lock up like this. They'll lock. I can't do magic like this. So I have to have, I have escape plans. If that happens on stage, I have things that will, like my wife will come out and do 10 minutes while I try to get my circulation back in my feet and my hands and stuff. But
You're not a candidate for heart transplant or anything?
I'm not, because I'm diabetic, and when you're diabetic, then they don't give you new hearts. I don't know if I would go through all that anyway. You know what? I've lived a really great life, man. I've really lived a terrific life. And if I were to go during this interview, I would be perfectly happy, you know. I couldn't have asked for more. I've been so lucky from day one. I mean, I've never had any real hardships at all, you know, so.
Yeah, well, you've made an impact on a lot of people in the entertainment world, a lot of people that have seen you, so,
Well, that's
and
good, yeah.
personally as well, so, thank you for that.
Yeah, it's good to see that, you know, and then they're making a documentary right now about me, and it's pretty cool to be able to see that before. I mean, usually you're dead when they make a documentary, but these people are making one, and they've won 2 Academy Awards making them too. They made Waiting for Searching for Sugarman.
Yeah, and he's from Detroit.
Man
so.
on a Wire, yeah, and they've made some really good Academy Award
Okay.
dive. So they're making one of me now, and I get to see it hopefully before I die, which is cool. So I can't wait to see it. I just I've been very, very lucky, you know.
All right. Well, I wish you the best with health. At least 30 more years. And
30 more years.
I mean, you'll only be 88 or something.
Don't wish
So.
that on me.
And and I appreciate your time. So
No problem.
Thank you.